Welcome back to Power and Politics. The decision to prorogue or shut down Parliament continues to dog the government. Yesterday, right here on Power and Politics, Stephen Harper's former Chief of Staff, University of Calgary Professor Tom Flanagan, questioned the government and Stephen Harper's explanation for shutting down Parliament. His comments were picked up in various newspapers today. Let's remind you, here's what he had to say.
The government's talking points really don't have much credibility. Everybody knows that Parliament was prorogued in order to shut down the Afghan inquiry, and the trouble is that the government doesn't want to explain why that was necessary. I personally think it was a highly defensible action, but instead of having an adult defense of it, the government comes up with these childish talking points. Then you're trying to backfill with other stuff that doesn't make much sense either. So it's a self-created problem.
That's Stephen Harper's former Chief of Staff calling it childish. So a very strong criticism right there from a somewhat surprising source. He went on to say this proves that he is no Harper stooge. Interesting. So has the government lost credibility? Is this an issue that is growing and might hurt the Conservatives? To answer that, I'm joined now by Conservative Shelley Glover. She joins me from Winnipeg. In Regina, Liberal House Leader Ralph Goodale, and the NDP's Deputy Leader Thomas Mulcair is in Montreal. All of you good to see you today. Shelley Glover, let's start with you. It's very surprising to hear Tom Flanagan, someone who was at one point very close to Stephen Harper, make those comments. This is not an opposition critic. This is a former Chief of Staff. What do you make of that?
Well, first and foremost, I didn't hear what you said to begin with because the CBC people are having some problems with the mics here. But I've heard some of the allegations made by someone by the name of Tom Flanagan. I don't know who he is. I have never seen this man on Parliament Hill. He is a Canadian, I understand, and he's entitled to his opinion. But
Shelley Glover, just you don't know. Tom Flanagan is a well-known professor, editorialist, very close to Stephen Harper. He was at one point the Chief of Staff for Stephen Harper, and you're saying you don't even know who Tom Flanagan is?
I do not know Tom Flanagan. I have never met the man, and I have never seen him on Parliament Hill, and I've been there a year and a half. But he is a Canadian, and as I said before, he is entitled to his opinion, as are all Canadians. And the fact still remains, prorogation occurred very clearly because we wanted to implement